Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Jay Works, Street Savvy the podcast. I'm that host. Second show of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Love, sex, and freedom in the household, and building our community, not tearing it down with drugs, gang, and violence and rhetoric, folks. We had a great conversation continuing from the first show. I loved it. I was on my bull, and I'm going to get back on my bully. Let's go, producer. Shut it down. So listen, folks, we got a lot of bullshit going on in the country today. The Pete Diddy story, no, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about the Kamala Harris or, you already know the other guy, the orange face guy. You already know, the J, Donald Trump. We ain't talking about that. We talking about what's going to get us started. But I want you folks to do this. My folks, my viewers, my podcasters, all out in America, because I'm going to feed this back to you, and I'm going to share it to all you podcasters. Hey, Cameron and Mace, check me out, Street Savvy, 8:35 every night, 7 a.m. every morning, 5 days a week. Check out the podcast, Street Savvy. We talk about slews everything, but we don't talk about dirty laundry, and we talk about sports on the avenue, right here, Street Savvy, in the studio, J-Works Studios, J-Works Studio Productions, upstate New York and the city New Year, especially Boston, Mass. We get busy with this podcast. Let's go, folks. Okay, for starters, sports is getting crazy. Baseball. If you know me, I grew up in Boston, Mass. I played baseball all my childhood, all my teenage years. Baseball is my heart. And guess what? Playoffs is kicking off. The Detroit Tigers has advanced from the first round of the wild card to the second round to play the New York Yankees, the Detroit Lions. Let's give a clap for that. The Lions haven't been in the playoffs since 2008. Don't quote me on 2006. Please don't quote me on that. Great work. And the other series, the Baltimore Orioles against the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City's like this, they're gonna advance tonight as well. Keep your hopes up. But I tell you, the almighty Houston Astros, who's been in the playoffs the last 12 to 13 years, has got eliminated tonight by the Detroit Tigers. Now, you still got the Dodgers, the Mets. You still got Atlanta Braves going against the Mets. Man, listen, baseball is heating up. I love it. And guess what? The NBA is right around the corner getting busy. But listen, the WNBA is up and running. And guess what? Hey, the Aces, they're on the verge, the brink of elimination. The two-time WNBA champs may not do a three-peat. Las Vegas Aces, they're getting shut down. They had the Connecticut girls over there doing work over there, and the girls out west, the Minnesota Lynx. WNBA is at its finest. But let me tell you a story. This is a backstory, and you're hearing it here. Street Savvy, Jay Works, you're hearing it here first. Yes. It's a backstory brewing, folks. Right now, the WNBA saying, and I quote, allegedly, that since Caitlin Clark's team, the Indiana Fever, have been eliminated, the numbers has been significantly down on ratings and in arenas that Caitlin Clark is not playing in. Lord help me, folks. If that's not rhetoric, if that's not sheer bias, which it could be, that's the player they like, that's the city they represent or the team, cool. But to say that, to publicize that, it's a little some bull crap with that. And I can see it being both ways. I can't, because that's how certain folks like certain people. We had a Larry Bird in our city. And every night they packed the Boston Garden. And then over there in Fenway Park, we had a Freddie Lynn, we had a Roger Clemens, we had who else? A third baseman by Wade Boggs, second baseman Marty Barrett. We had some guys out there. People really like their people. And we had a Jim Rice. We had an Ellis Burks. People out there like their people, man. So it's numbers they saying in the WNBA right now. Backstory, you heard it first. Here to here. allegedly, that the numbers are real down in ratings. So check that out, folks. We got to follow this story. We got to follow the W. And hopefully New York Liberty keeps going what they're doing. And hopefully the Aces get on some wins. And let's go. WNBA, let's support them, folks. Podcasters alike. In other news, NFL football, week 4. Week 4. Powerful. We got 4 Monday night games in the last 8 days. Let's go. Let's go, NFL. Put your money where your mouth is. The Shield is where it's at. Yes, NFL, big time, big time. And you got some real good, listen, you got some real good fantasy wins, real good teams that's out to shoot. Looking for starters, the Washington Commanders. 3-1, head of the division, had a Dallas Cowboys, had the Philadelphia Eagles, had the New York Giants. You know, they doing their thing, the Washington Commanders. Yeah. You got the Detroit Lions doing their thing. And you know you got them boys in Kansas City going to do their thing. They trying to go for another, they trying to get another championship. And there's a lot going on in the league, man. The league got a lot of parity. You know, you got almost $150 million quarterback down in Florida. Is 0-4. 0-4. 250, I think it's 200, but guaranteed $53 million. Quote. 54, I think, $million. Trevor Lawrence. Wow. Jacksonville. Let's get it right down there. Let's get a win. Now your next opponent, you guys have beat them more than 9 times straight. Let's go out and get a win, hopefully. And you got your Carolina Panthers. They shocking. Joe Flacco's a quarterback. The old man knows how to win. The last 2 years, he's like 5-1 between Cleveland. Well, I think 6-1. Don't quote me on it. 6 between Cleveland and Carolina Panthers. So let's go. You know, you got New England Patriots. You got to get off the hump. That one win ain't going to be enough, folks. You got to find out who the starting quarterback going to be, and let's get busy. Let's play some New England Patriots football. And you got your old Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Well, the Cowboys are hurt. Their defensive line is hurt real bad. You got a high ankle sprain, and you got a foot injury. You got You got a lot of things going on. You got a wide receiver in Dallas. He got an infection in his knee after a procedure. You got 3 main players, 3 main superstars. 3 main superstars in Dallas is going to be out for this week game indefinitely. And the linebacker may be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Lawrence over there. So, hey, I love the Cowboys, but we got an uphill battle. That means number 88, you better get on your skates. Because the quarterback is balling. The quarterback, Dak Prescott, is balling. But we need everybody else to get on board. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I was watching the LA Lakers press conference. Press day. Right? LeBron James and his father was at the press conference cutting it up. And LeBron said, I quote, he's his own man. His first day of school for all of us. Him, me, whoever else. He got to go. He said, when we're in front of you guys, you got to dress him how you want to dress him. He got questions for him. I got questions for me. We answer your questions. But he's his own man. He makes his own money. That's my son. I make my own money. I'm Pops. I love that quote. I love LeBron on that. I think that's what any father should say. But any son or daughter who's making their own money, who's doing it a professional way, who's committing great service, and who's making money for themselves. Generational wealth. I tell you, folks, this is going to be the month. That is going to be a lot of great things in sports. Keep your eyes tuned to Fox, NBC. ESPN, black commentators and black and brown are doing their thing. Let's go. Let's go, sports. Let's get busy. All right, entertainment news. I heard there's been a lot of deaths. Oh, my God. I'm not even going to say names, but it's been a lot of deaths. A lot of old timers that I looked at when I was a kid. A lot of shows. James Earl Jones, that's the name one. The father from Good Times. You know, he passed away. Who else? Frankly Beverly and Mays about a couple weeks ago. It's been several names. People, oh, man. The industry has took a hit on every levels. And God bless their souls. Let's get a silent prayer. Yeah. So, you know, hey, God is bringing them up to work for them. That's what I can really say about it. Okay, entertainment news. The world is going crazy for something that I'm not talking about. I'm just going to mention. Pete Diddy is in jail. You folks already know he's been in jail almost 12 to 15 days. It's been slew of accusations, slew of more lawsuits. But folks, I'm not going to get into it because that's not what I'm into. So God bless each and every party that's in it. God bless. Okay, in other entertainment news. BVD is on tour. They getting busy making that money. That's what I like to see. Michael Bivins has got a story on BVD coming out. A&M TV, I think it is. Don't quote me on that. One of the cable networks. Check it out, folks. The backstory on BVD. On Michael Bivins, Ricky Bell, and Ronnie DeVoe. Check it out, folks. The good and the bad and the ugly. Check it out. Check your local listens. Great story. Check it out, guys. Even though if you ain't seen the New Edition story or the Bobby Brown story, is the BVD story too. Check it out, folks. Yes, in other entertainment news, we are in the best times of our lives, working it out, making ourselves known through social media, folks. There's statistics out there. People are finding ways with social media and getting LLC'd up on what you want to create and what you want a business be like and pushing it. Self-sufficient owners are out there today in the black and brown community. Let's give a big hand to that. Folks, I like that because I'm one of them. The merch I sell is called PD Code. Several different logos between the word PD Code and the logo PD Code. And other things I put together, several different colors, several different vintage things I do with the word PD Code. PD Code Sportswear. I'm out there. I'm selling me. I'm selling my wear, I'm selling what I like. I'm selling what I think you'll look good in. And that's what the world is doing. I want glasses. I want rings, jewelry. I want pillows. I want vitamin water. I want wines. PD Code wine. I want it all, folks. I want you guys into the world of PD Code. And things and the love and the fashion set of bullshit and rhetoric. Yes. Definitely. Big ups to all you folks who's entrepreneurs. Okay, folks, let's get down to the subject in hand today. Let's get down to it. Let's do it the right way. Okay, love, sex, and happiness, and not tearing down your community with drugs, gangs, and violence. Let's start it off. Okay, folks. For instance, I'm going to talk about myself. I'm a person, every day I keep telling myself and praying to God that I do better, that I find better and want better. For my family, for me, work habits, for this old body of mine, which I'm not that, I'm still young at heart. Self-sufficient, keep teaching, keep wanting new and greater adventures, keep being the father I am, and keep wanting to know what kid is mine, what kid is, you might say, well, wow, why you say that? I did a lot of dumb things in my life and still doing. And kids is one of them. I have a lot of kids. A lot of kids that's mine, and kids I don't take care of, kids that I claim. Some kids may not be mine that I claim. Who knows? And some kids I need to know that's mine. But what I do is want to get better at finding that out and knowing, because knowing is half the battle, right? And also I want to be loved, and I want to love people. I want to teach love. I want to begin love as a process, building as opportunity, and assuring security and respect and generational wealth from the man and the person that's I, and that's Jay Works. And it starts with me. And also and it starts with me and ends with me. And it's also, I'm there too, just to surround those people around me with love and care and security. My wife, my kids' mom, my grandkids, things of that nature. And what I mean by security is let them know I'm there for mine. If we got something together, I want to be there for, especially if I know personally. 30 odd so years ago, I wasn't that guy. I was laying down making babies here and everywhere around Boston. And of course, I knew who I was laying down with, of course. And I didn't need all those kids. I was a damn kid my damn self, my first 5 kids. I was still a teenager. I wasn't a man yet. At least I thought I wasn't, right? And I know I need to do better, and I was trying to find better every step of the way. And I had several baby mothers of mine who I thought I loved or lust that would always tell me, hey, it's going to bite you in your butt. Do this, do that. Pay this, pay that. Don't forget about this. And I tried everything in my power, folks. Everything in my power to be the guy I thought I wanted to try to mimic my father in certain things. And I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it in Boston. A expensive city. A guy who didn't get a handbook, like either one of us, right? But I kept trying. And that's the thing I'm here to say is, fellas, women alike, never stop. I'd have been to custody court, child support court, all you name it for my kids. I done been there and done it. I done had full custody of my kids. I done been there and done it. I done fought. I'm still paying today child support for kids that's over 25. Yes, I am paying arrears. And by paying arrears is because in some days and months and years, I wasn't working. I wasn't employed. Or I was hurt. I was out of work. Things of that nature, and they still charge you. They still charge you. Penalties and all that. And I'm still paying. Up to this day, I'm still becoming the man I am today. And that's what starts a lovable home. And you loving things around you, you want things, but you got to start from you and end with you. And by saying that, I do love my family. I love my children. I love my sons and my daughters, and also my grandkids. I don't have the wherewithal today to have my grandkids in front of me. One day I hope I have all my grandkids in one house so they can know their grandfather. So they can see the man who I am today. Or not, for not knowing, or just hear me on the phone, see me in flesh. And I want that. I dream to have that, and hopefully one day I can have that. And a better relationship with my kids, my boys and my girls. Because I got men's and women, and young as old. So that's what me working on that, and that's what keeps love around the house. And me, as far as being a husband, I'm really working on that. I am a man who not know better, who knows certain situations I shouldn't be doing, and knows things I want, and I'm getting better. I'm getting better every day, every minute. I just had a conversation with my wife. We very estranged. We argue like anyone else. We talk about good and bad things like any couple. Some days are good, some days are bad. We have a lot of mental situations around the house we deal with daily. Mental anguish, mental not understanding words, not understanding possibilities, not understanding patience. We go through that every day. And one of myself, I have to be extra. I have to be mindful. I have to be most transparent around my children and less argumentative. And things that I know that's right and wrong, I have to take a step back. And why? Why? That's let of the land. I got to get better in doing that. I got to want that more. I got to shut up more. And just teach and learn more as well as myself. So that's keeping a loving community and loving home. Just keeping home happy. If I'm married or not, if I'm divorced or not, I want to be happy. I want the person who loves me, going with me, dating me, married with me, to be happy as well. Because it's not just me. It's not just I. It's never I and we. It's an E in me. It's an I in him. And him always got to keep it together. Him got to respect everything. And me, I got to respect me. before I respect you. So that's a big thing with me. That's something I'm overcoming. That's something I'm working on real hard. I'm teaching men and women and young teenagers and children alike, from the streets to the jails, to the home front, to the business partners, to the constituents, and to the woulda couldas. I'm always teaching and preaching and helping. And most thing I gotta help myself. Gotta help myself. You know? And that's a big thing with me. Today, I am working on this body. I'm training for new and better things. We're working on a new city, which is look like it's gonna be Phoenix, Arizona. I'm working on a huge move, taking the podcast to different levels, different angles. I got a new film. I got an all-tell book coming up. Yes, a memoir. From the industry to the streets to the baseball world, to a lot of the friends in the community and the friends in the politic world, and in the industry that I have. And the portion, I'm gonna tell you guys, the portion of my book talk about, and all of us probably can relate to this, all my viewers. You always sticking out your hand, your pocket, your home, your kids, your job to other people, helping. But when you need help, when you wanting help, love, unconditionally, no one can give that to you. No one offers you that. You can't pick the phone up. And that's one part of my memoir, my book I'm working on. That's going to be groundbreaking. I got some loved ones who, they come to me for anything. They come to me for the world. And I'm damn sure going to try to give it to them. But when it's come down to me, I can't get jack shit from them. Nothing. Nothing. And then I got some family members, we going to war. I make that call. I say anything but we going. I got some street sister brothers and nieces and cousins. Same thing. I go to bat for them. Can't get a nickel or a penny. Can't scratch two pennies together. So the book is going to be huge with that. With that saying, which that's another learning curve for myself. Stop being Captain Save Age. You know, you can't save anybody. You know, I learned that in my marriage. Can't change. Can't help nobody change. They got to want change for themselves. Can't stop them from smoking cigarettes. Can't stop them from smoking weed. Can't stop them from drinking beer and liquor. They got to want to do it themselves. Period. Pause. And I tell you, another part I want to hit with the love in the family and the building community. Listen, whatever city and state you live in, folks, black and brown, and I hit on it the last show, we got to stop bringing our home troubles, our street troubles, our backdoor troubles, our sliding each other troubles to these personal businesses we go to. These nightclubs, these venues, these bars, these sports bars, these strip clubs, these gentlemen clubs, whatever have you, whatever you go to try to make your day better, we got to stop bringing our problems and our dirty laundry to their door. Because all we're doing is closing these people's businesses down. A lot of people losing work. They can't feed their kids. Bartenders, right? DJs, barbacks, security, hookah girls, promoters, DJs, club owners. They cannot feed their families when you start the hoopla. When you start bringing your beef or your social issues to their establishments. We cannot win, folks. We cannot win with you trying to tear up our community with things you know better at. You get drunk in the car, come in the club, spend $30 to get in the door, spend another $60 for a couple shots, double shots, or whatever you want, just to fight? Just to come fight? Just to see the same person? You got the same outfit on, shop at the same mall. Just to do that? That don't sound smart to me. And guess what? The biggest thing of all is a bigger eye than the eye that's in the nightclub on your ass. The popo, the police, the feds, ATF, You name it. They on your ass when you do something stupid like that. And rightfully so. You hurting a lot of people around you. You don't think for that 5 seconds of what you about to do or what you about to start. It happens. So, folks, stop tearing down your community. Let's build it. Let's start in your home first and end it at your workplace or where you party. Take care of each other like no other. And be there. Be your own leader. Be your own support bracket. Be your own father, your own husband, your own wife, your own standout big brother, and your own business leader with your own LLC or DBA at that matter, and start building your community and love your home. God bless America. God bless Street Savvy. And I'm Jay Workshit. I'm out. Stay tuned for the next show tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Street Savvy.